Hey there, everybody! It's here. It's finally done. The map I've been working on so hard, and I'm so excited to bring it to you guys. So if you're excited as well, go ahead and drop a like. You probably already know what this map is, because one, you see it in the title, and two, a YouTuber has probably uploaded the video by now. I'm recording this right after I finished making it, but I'm not going to upload it until they have played it. Sorry! Anyway. This is another map requested by Sunday. He just asked me to make a map that I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do it, but I did it. I put a lot of heart and soul into it, put a lot of research into it, tried to give it as much, not dishonor, I guess. I don't want to offend anybody by making the map, but I did it. I'm excited. So if you're new around here, guys, or you haven't even done it yet, go ahead and subscribe. If you came here from any other YouTuber, like Sunday or anybody at all, Sunday, Biffle, Sigils, Craner, Jelly, Slogoman, any of them that's played any of my maps, if you came here from any of them, thank you all. Thank you all for coming and supporting me. If you found me without the means of any of them, you guys are also so amazing for finding me. Thank you, everybody, all of you that are here right now watching this video. Thank you so much. Lots of love. Anyway, that was so good. Was that even... Hold on, let me look at the camera. Yeah, that was... Hold on. Lots of love. There we go. I am so cringy. I apologize. Anyway, let's go ahead and get down here. It is called Dreidal for your loot. 2 to 4 players spin the Dreidal to see what loot you get to play with in the Hanukkah themed map with 8 different rift challenges up the loot. I wish we had just a little bit more to type in there because it's supposed to be to improve your loot, but I didn't have enough characters to use, so... Let's jump in here. So you're going to head and spawn into my little spawn room, which is actually a little bit different because usually I have you go forward from the spawn. This time you're going backwards. There's a reason. So right here it just, welcomes you to the map. Tells you, if you proceed through, you're going to hear part of the Dreidal song. Am I saying that right? Dreidal? Because I'm not 100% sure. If I'm not, I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you. The rules are on the black wall to guide you. But I promise, it's really easy to play. And here's how you say Happy Hanukkah and Happy Holiday in Hebrew. I'm not even going to attempt it because, again, I don't want to offend anybody or anything. On this side of the wall gives you the story behind Hanukkah that I was reading online through many, many websites. And they all seemed together, so I'm pretty sure this was it. Again, I'm trying not to offend anybody. Over on this wall, it tells you what happens on Hanukkah, the lighting of the candle. Each night, one candle lit, going from left to right, playing the dreidel. There's food, there's songs, it's amazing. Right here on here, I have a little dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, the dreidel I should play. That is the dreidel song. And I'll start the map so you guys can hear that. It's the first time I did music in a map that actually turned out right. So you're gonna code through here, and I have just a little special thanks to these guys for they're my key inspirers. There's a lot of YouTubers that inspired me, but these particular 4 really inspired me the most. And it's still loading in. There we go. So here's the main Dreidel that you'll be playing at, or Dreidel. I'm not sure. It's Dreidel, right? I am saying it right. I hope. So there's random number generators at the bottom of each side. So you have 4 players. They can all spin at the same time or go one at a time. You can choose how many spins you want, but I suggest 10 and you all go at the same time. So, you would just step up. Hello? There we go. Touch it and it'll spin. And that 1 means that I would have to drop one of the weapons that I start the game with, and you'll see that in a second. We have a very large menorah over here. Am I saying that right? I'm so afraid I'm going to offend somebody. This wall over here is the Western Wall in Jerusalem. I know the color's not right, but it's more... The texture on here looks more like the wall than any other texture I saw on the galleries in Fortnite. And so I use Google Earth. I use Google Earth to make the Paris map, the Eiffel Tower map as well. And I use it to make this map. I've tried my hardest to make it as accurate as possible. Fortnite doesn't have everything I would have loved to have for this. Like the podiums, I used these books here. I could have made them skinnier, but it was alright. There's the tables. So if you were curious to see how close I am, you can go to Google Earth and look at it. I feel like I'm pretty close. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty close. Anyway, here is the menorah they light for Hanukkah. And a big lots of people gather. It's beautiful. I was looking online. It's amazing. It's wonderful. I love it. And here's another large one that gets lit as well. The center one, of course, is already lit. We have some more pixel art because I'm really starting to feel pretty good about what I can do with pixel art. So I wanted to throw a Star of David there and another Dreidal, and there's of course how to play, and all the weapons you can get through the game. And of course we have rifts 1 through 8. You would use this random number generator here to figure out what rift you would go in. So that's 7. So I would have to go to 7. But before I show you all of that, let's go ahead and look at all the different rift challenges available. To me, a lot of them were hard because I'm a bot, but most of them should be fairly easy to hard, depending on how well of a death run player you are. So we have, of course, the speed trap through the doors. Favorite of mine. I suck at them, but I love making them. I like seeing how challenging it can be. This one's just a little bit more challenging than the last one I did in the loot dab game, because we have this up ramp here, where of course they go through the holes in the floor. So we have that. Over here, I did use a different barrier because, like I said, I wanted everything to be a little bit unique as I could make it. So we have this cool little barrier. I've never used these barriers before until now, so I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And let's get in here. If you've watched my channel for a while, there is a map I made called Temple Jump. And it's basically like this. This is a little smaller version of it, but you have to, you have to go across here before the barrier comes and takes you out. You should have plenty of time to make it over. You just gotta watch your jumps and how you jump. This is trap baiting. I suck at trap baiting, but we have the first stage, which is your basic one. You can probably jump over them. This one is the floor and the 2 sides, and this one's all 4. So it progresses to be a little bit harder. Again, this is one of the harder ones in my opinion. Hopefully it's a little bit more challenging, but not too challenging. Whoops, I went right through it. This one here is, let's get to the front. You get hit with your ice feet. You hit the jump pad, boot pad, whatever you call it. Float on over, go over here, balance there. I've only done this like maybe twice. Like I said, I'm a bot. Come around here and boom. And at the end of every one, there's a GG, use a rift to return and claim prize. So that's at every single one. Over here in number 5, I think this was number 5, you have some barriers that you would jump on, but if you look in this direction towards this guy, they disappear, and you fall and die. So you basically have to go backwards here, you go backwards here, you can go to the side, and then you go to the side again, and then now you can go forward. Not too bad. Should be fairly easy. Something else that should be really easy is these momentum jumps. I didn't use walls at the bottom because I want it to be more of like intimidation because you have just that bar to jump on. But again, should be easy. This one here is also another fairly easy one. I think the only problem here is, you jump off the Bruce bed and you come here. But I think the only problem here is going to be these bumpers. I guess they're bumpers. That's what they're called, right? Pretty sure. Anyway, you go up real high, and then just making sure you're landing on them. I think that's going to be the most difficult part of this one. Not too difficult. Very manageable. Then you hit the air vent. Hit the well, what was that called? Geyser? I don't know. And you're going to land there, and you're done. Now, my last one is the impulses. And like I said, I want it to be just a little bit more difficult. So you impulse off here. You're going to go here. Get your impulse just right. So this one's going to be probably a little bit harder. But you have to get it just right to where you land right in the center of this thing and go backwards. It is possible. It took me a lot of tries, but I did it. Then you just impulse over here to this guy and an impulse here to the end. So that's all the rift challenges I made. Let me go ahead and start this map up so you can hear the song and you can see how the game kind of works. I probably won't beat any of my own challenges because Queen of Bots here, that's how I roll. Let's see here. Alright. So, as soon as you walk this way... I think it's pretty accurate if you were just to play on piano without any extra keys with it, basically. So I was really proud of that. I actually made it work. Oh yeah, that's the checkpoint right there. So if you die during any of the riff challenges, you can come back without playing the song over and over again. That is the riff that brings you back. So if I spin this, 2 means I could take a blue weapon or riff for a purple. Most people are going to try the riff challenges if they're good at death runs so they can get a purple instead of a blue. So they're going to run over here to the menorah and they're going to hit that 1, which means I get to go to challenge 1, which I am going to lose at, guys. I'm going to lose because I suck at these. I knew I was going to get this one. Oh, I can't even remember my own ways. Oh my gosh. I can't remember my own layout. That's so bad. Anyway, I die. I come back to the checkpoint. If I would have made it, I would have used the rift, come back through this rift, and come straight down. So blue, take 1 blue rift for a purple. Should all these symbols up here do mean something? I don't remember all of them. It's inside the spawn room if you want to look at that. But like all of them have their own meaning. I just changed them up a bit so this game is for loot. So this one over here would have meant that you did nothing, but for this game, nothing. Well, okay, take a green or rift for a blue. This one is grab a legendary, which in the game, that one means you take the whole pot in the center. I mean, if you guys don't know anything about Hanukkah, go ahead and Google it. Lots of cool information on it. It's amazing. Anyway, grab a legendary or take the rift to try for a Kid's Choice Award. Which this time, instead of using the presents, which stack up, I decided to use Chug Jug because you can only take 1 per slot. So, that would be a Kid's Choice Award. So that's basically it, guys. There's the legendary weapons if they didn't want to go for a Kid's Choice Award. Of course, I had to add the boom bow and the jetpack. I mean, come on. I had to, right? And the combat shotgun. Anyway, guys, that's the game. This is the new map. I put a lot of time into it between the researching, building, getting it right, trying to piece these walls together just right. Even to the point where I tried to get on, like I said, if you do decide to Google Earth it and you look, there's like, I guess moss or something growing from the walls. So I tried to incorporate as much as I could into my build. So yeah, guys, if you enjoy this map, if you're excited to see what comes next for me, go ahead and drop a like. I don't know what map I'm going to do next. I might take a little bit of a break. I don't know. But if you're excited to see the next thing I do, go ahead and drop a like. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like. If you, like I said, if you're new, if you just came here for one of the YouTubers, thank you. You guys are amazing for coming and stopping by. If you want to stick around and see what's next, go ahead and subscribe. Like I said, I do a lot of Fortnite and Minecraft, and I do different stuff in Minecraft, so... And there might be future games to come, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm cringing. I'm talking a lot. I'm going to end the video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. You guys are awesome. I will see you all next time. Bye!